Good morning, welcome back to the channel, Loving Life Mallorca. I'm Andrew, and today, thanks to Kathy and No Frills again, we're off to Palma. We're going to see the cathedral, have a look around. We've got a rep and we've got the premiere one, so we've got a lot to look forward to today. So without further ado, let's get on the bus. So as per normal, we're just leaving the Burger King, the Bellevue strip now, going around various hotels, picking people up, and then we're going down to Palma. So I'll catch up with you again when we get to Palma. Well, that's the cathedral there. As you can see there at the top, the stained glass windows. On a nice sunny day, it makes lovely patterns on the floor of the cathedral.
The cathedral is the symbol of Palma and of course the symbol also of Mallorca. Please take a look off the left side. Can you see a lot of buses there?
So we're going to be dropped off in a minute. They'll be having a little tour. Then we go to the cathedral, have a little look around, have a little bit of free time, get a drink or a meal or something.
Palma is one of the most important in the Mediterranean and also the largest of the Balearic Islands. Not only for private boats, but also for cruise ships. And in summer, more than 8,000 cruise passengers arrive at the port of Palma.
So that's Royal Palace over there. It's where the Spanish kings come over the mainland and spend their holidays over there. Beautiful view, isn't it? That water is so blue. It's gorgeous. So this is Palma, which is the capital of all the Balearic Islands. And when we drive back to Barcelona to go on to Dover, this is one of the ways we come. Down the bottom there you can see the Balearic boats. That's where we go down. And then onwards to Barcelona, and then Calais, and then Dover. And every time we drove down here, we always looked at these guns, and they're really impressive, aren't they? There's a few of them as you go down there. It's interesting, isn't it? I love artwork, you know. It's lovely, isn't it? Just different. So this is Porta P. Just going to see some cruise ships in a minute as we go around the corner. So this is Wonder of the Seas. It holds 10,000 people and 3,000 staff. When you come around here, you often see loads and loads of cruise ships just around here. And if you like your yachts, your boats and such like, you'll find everything down here. If you want to rent one for the day, if you've got a little bit of money, you're buying one and you can store it down here. Find loads down here. So that's the cathedral there. Just waiting to meet the guide now in 10 minutes. Who's going to show us a little bit further into Palma and also in the cathedral itself. We always choose, when we come down, I always come by bus. However, if you do come by car, drive yourself down, don't worry about the parking. There's loads and loads of parking spaces available in Palma, a lot of them underground. For example, where I'm standing now, this is a huge car park under where I am. You can do lots of different excursions in Palma, cycling, walking, you name it. You can find some kind of excursion to show you around the city itself. It's well worth having a look. It's a beautiful city. And they've got a little street market as well. There's a dozen stalls, art and craft, a little bit of food and different bits and pieces. Let me introduce you to our guide at the moment. His name is Ron. he'll be taking us on the next stage of our journey. We're just starting the excursion now, a little walk around. Lovely place to walk around, isn't it?
Em nhé, rõ ràng mắt em nhìn đúng vào cái máy của chị. Nhưng mà đến lúc vào ảnh thì mắt em lại nhìn ngập lên. Tại vì đấy cái máy nó
Do you know, Palma is busy all year round. Even when you come in the winter, when it's a little bit cooler, it's always busy. Being the capital is what you expect, isn't it? Hello, Trudy. Another excursion if you fancy it. So we've got the premium ticket, as you know. This is the ticket here, which enables us A, to go in the cathedral, and B, to go in through the back gate, where we don't have to queue up with everybody else. So let's just get on.
Okay, thank you so much.
There's lots of stained glass windows in this, you can see. Now this stained glass window I showed you when we were driving in on the bus. Now twice a year you can actually see it reflecting on the other side of the cathedral wall, just under the other window. If you see there the window at the top, just below the window, twice a year, November and February, the sun comes on the other window and actually makes a reflection on the brickwork just below that. So this part here is actually built to remember Saint Pierre, patron saint of the sea and the fish. As you can see here on the end here, it's those little fish and things. It's all put on little bit by little bit, not painted. Every now and then they put extra lights on just up here. Did you know you can also get married in Palma Cathedral? But there is a 30-year waiting list, so I suggest you put your name down now if you're interested. So that's our Palma Cathedral trip done. We're meeting outside in 10 minutes, and then he's going to show us a little bit more further afield. And then there's a nice little well-stocked gift shop to have a look around. What I like about the old town is the quaint little streets and lovely houses and shops to look at along the way. In the old town you'll find lots and lots of very unusual shops, but there is a new part of all the shops that you come accustomed to over the years. And then it continues. So this is a famous olive tree, it's 1,000 years old. And then when I come in a little bit closer to the tree itself, you can actually see faces in the trees, in the roots. It all tells a different story. Of course, being the capital, there's lots and lots of cafe bars to enjoy refreshments. All around the old town I love to look at some of these really old buildings and independent shops. The new part have got all the other shops, the bigger shops, the newer buildings. So this is where this part of the trip finishes now. Got a little bit of free time until we collect the coach back at 5 o'clock. So as you can see, we've got lots and lots of shops to look round. Plenty more behind us in the old town. Now we've left the old part behind, we're getting more into the newer part, as I call it, of Palma. There's something here for everyone. Lots of little roads, or with little shops. Just nice to have a little look round every corner. We'll stop off in a minute for something to eat. Lots of little restaurants and tapas spots up here. So we've decided to come in here for dinner. I can't think of 14 it's called. They've got a menu today, that's what we're going to go for. So we've gone to a menu today, which we have 3 courses, starter, main and pudding, which is ice cream, always ice cream. And then a Coke as well, and all for €12. That's not bad, is it? This is the beginning of the shops, the main shops, if you know what I mean. Got CNA just across the road from here. Lots and lots of restaurant, cafe, bars around. So just a quick get around. If you're leaving the cathedral, take up the road next to the cathedral, take any turning you find on the right hand side that will bring you to the old town of Palma. Go to the end of the road, take a turning on the left hand side, this brings you to the new part. Keep the 2 parts separate and you'll have a brilliant day. So I've returned up again to the top of the road, heading along here a little bit, past all the designer shops you'll find up here. Now this is what I call the new part of Palma. This is where you'll find your designer clothing, your jewellery, all that sort of thing is just up this way, up this road here. So I'm going to take a cross the road in a few seconds and then just take a slow walk back, and then we'll jump back on the bus, and that'll be the end of today's video. So it's just crossing the road now. This is the other side of the road again. Got more jewellery shops, clothes shops, a hotel or two down here. So I was saying earlier, whatever you're looking for at Palma, you'll find it here. If it's a history, the new designer shops we're in at the moment, the old shops, the unique shops, the cafes, the bars, whatever you're looking for in Palma, you won't be disappointed. It really is the beating heart of the island, is Palma. So I definitely would recommend a trip for everyone. And that's the open top bus. So there's several ways you can look around, either under your own steam, or this is the open top bus. You can get on and get off as much as you like. Well, thank you very much for watching today's film. Hope you enjoyed it. We certainly had a great day. Anyway, if you did enjoy it, I'd love you to give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget the Facebook page. See you soon, guys.